Alright guys, quick video today. Apologies if I sound absolutely knackered and flagged out. I've basically just rushed back from a very late night gym session because one of my friends has told me that it's here, baby. TBC Classic is fully and officially been announced. Well, the release date has been fully announced to be the 1st of June, and then the pre-patch is the 18th of May. There you go, I don't need to watch the video anymore, let's be honest. But I'll carry on talking anyway. This is extremely unexpected. June the 1st is, I mean, it's nice, right? It's definitely nice that it has come sooner than expected. But honestly, in a way, I shouldn't complain really that it's come like early and it's basically just round the corner. But Christ, I am not prepared. You know what I mean? I'm not prepared. Like, I only just got my new main to level 60 essentially a few days ago. And obviously it also means, I'll blow this in the full screen so there's something to look at in the background. So it obviously also means that the pre-patch is going to be very short and sweet, which I'm honestly a little bit upset about. I thought it might be cool to have pre-patch last for a good month. You know, see some like rep paladins, prop paladins, and elemental shamans or enhancement shamans running around Naxxramas for a little bit. That could have been cool to just enjoy. Or like, you know, strange classes and strange combinations being extremely overpowered in battlegrounds and stuff like that. But it looks like we're going to get in 2 weeks of it. 2 weeks of a totally unique World of Warcraft experience that you will never get again, so I guess we've got to enjoy it while we can. Obviously, there's a few other things to talk about, like the price of the character boost, which is now fully confirmed to be $40. So it's a little bit less than that in euros and pounds. So, honestly, a little bit more expensive than I expected. I thought it'd be in a ballpark of 20 to 30, but then again, to be honest, like, are we really that surprised that the price tag is extortionate? And also, we have the Burning Crusade Deluxe Edition. Now, at first, you know, you see this $70 price tag, you think that is just taking the Royal Michael, but if you actually read between the lines, it's basically not actually that expensive because you get the character boost with it, which is $40. You get 30 days playtime, which is $15. So that's obviously $55, and then the mount is essentially $15. So with this deluxe edition, you're essentially getting a mount for $15, which is a pretty standard price for a mount, and then you get some cool little toy things that nobody cares about. Well, I guess some people care about. I just personally don't really care about stuff like that. What you actually get with a character boost has also been confirmed. So you get only the apprentice riding skill, which, again, it's kind of taking a mick a little bit. If you're spending that much money, you expect to at least have an epic mount, personally. You get your race-specific mount, you get your weapon skills, like, okay, that's great. And interestingly, it's changed. So when TBC, you know, BlizzCon Live was, you know, all that malarkey, they said blue gear. Now it has gone back to green quality gear, which is interesting because that probably means that it's fairly similar gear to well, the gear that we got on the beta. So this tier 3 Dreadnought gear is extremely deceiving and really just takes the mick. Obviously, I've talked about the, you know, starter gear on the beta before. It is really bad. Casters can kind of get away with it, like Warlocks and Mages can just jump into Outland straight away, but it is, in my opinion, very difficult for the melee classes like Rogues and, well, especially Warriors. I did struggle to level as a level 58 Warrior, going jumping straight into Outlander with some basic green gear. It's a very tough time for the first few quests. Obviously, it gets a little much easier when you start to get some TBC quest rewards, but if you're a Warrior boosting the character, my advice is get some friends. And you get some Runecloth bags. It's not a biggie. And then you do actually get a little bit of gold to start your journey. Doesn't specify how much gold, unfortunately. It's also important to bear in mind that the Deluxe Edition does not grant a second boost. Okay, you can't get 2 boosts on the same account. Absolutely not. You'll have to make a new account to get a second boost, essentially, which I'm actually considering doing for the first few weeks of TBC for profession reasons. And on May the 18th, basically when a pre-patch drops, you are now going to obviously get your option whether you want to continue playing Classic or continue playing TBC. There's essentially a choose expansion feature, as you can see here. I'll zoom in a little bit because you can't really see that too well. So this is what's basically what the crack is going to be. You're going to see your character on the character screen menu. You've got a little bit of a button there to choose the expansion that you actually want to play, and then you just kind of crack on and you select that your character is going to be locked to the Burning Crusade or locked to Classic. And then obviously if you want to play on both, you're going to have to pay for that character clone. By the looks of it, the character cloning service will be $35, so just a little bit less than the character boost. Personally, I think that character cloning service should have been a free thing, but again, it's Blizzard. So essentially, they've invented a way to make about $70 for Deluxe Edition, then the character clone service, which is $35, so potentially make $105, including a month for game time. I'll add that $115 out of the average Classic WoW player, where originally they were only making $10 a month, for the subscription. So they basically invented a way just to make much more money out of the Classic WoW player. Obviously, the monetization element of retail is much more expansive than Classic, and there's many different ways to make money out of a retail WoW player, and that's probably what Blizzard do on a frequent basis. They're probably making much more than just that $10 a month out of retail WoW players, and now they found a way to make a little bit more cheeky money out of the Classic WoW audience. Pretty predictable. I guess the only bright side to the fact that they're making more money out of the Classic WoW player base is maybe they will invest more money back into the overall World of Warcraft Classic project, perhaps recruiting more staff to tailor the raid scripting a little bit, obviously, to make it more difficult or to make it different and more interesting than it was in the original TBC. And obviously, hopefully, we like to hope, more game masters, better customer support, etc., etc. But, yeah, probably being pretty hopeful there, but I guess a man can dream. Anyway, this video is probably getting incredibly too negative, but I find it impossible to see things how they are, so you know what I mean. But anyway, definitely talked long enough. My name is MetaGoblin, and until my next video, ciao.